While the U.S. Commission on International Religious Freedom released its annual report today, the date coincides with the anniversary of the declaration that made the right to freedom of religion a priority in U.S. foreign policy. Each year, the report highlights countries that it wants the State Department to designate as countries of particular concern due to religious freedom violations. 17 countries made the list this year, including Nigeria and Azerbaijan. And joining us now to talk about the report and more is Aram Hamparian, Executive Director of the Armenian National Committee of America. Aram, thanks so much for being here today. We appreciate it.
Glad to be here.
Well, first off, what were your big takeaways from the report this year?
It was a bold report on its 25th anniversary now. Chairman Frank Wolf was the author of the bill 25 years ago. Ever since then, it's really been a powerful tool for U.S. policymakers. Prior to this law, there was this idea that you could either care about national security or care about religious liberty. The fact is that one and the both of them are really the same. It's from one cloth. Religious liberty around the world really contributes to American security. So we saw 17 calls for designations of countries of particular concern. 12 of those were existing states already on the list. 5 were new, and as you mentioned, Azerbaijan and Nigeria, I think, probably stand out as the two most meaningful additions.
Yeah, and jumping off of that, let's go ahead and talk about Azerbaijan right there. And how important is it to have that designation?
Absolutely essential. Within the last 6 months, Azerbaijan committed a genocide against the Armenians of Nagorno-Karabakh, what we call Artsakh, starving them for 10 months through blockade and then attacking them in September, driving out the entire population. Today, for the first time ever, we celebrated Easter around the world, but no mass, no services were held in Nagorno-Karabakh because there were no Armenians left in Nagorno-Karabakh. The churches, as recently as this week, we heard more reports of churches being razed to the ground by Azerbaijan as they try to erase even the memory of the Armenians. So seeing the Commission vote to designate Azerbaijan as a country of particular concern, basically the ret list for religious freedom violations, that was deeply gratifying.
Yeah, and having a designation, that's really important. But what else would you like to see done in this case?
So what USCIRF did is make a recommendation to the State Department. So we would encourage the State Department to actually act upon that and, in the name of the U.S. Department of State, designate Azerbaijan as a major violator. The reality of the situation is USCIRF has a great reputation, a well-earned reputation as a watchdog on religious freedom, and they need to keep an eye on our State Department, which sadly sometimes acts like a lapdog and really insufficiently challenges the terrible abuses against Christians and others around the world. We can build on this with a formal designation and then by sanctioning Azerbaijan and withholding military aid. Even to this day, after all Azerbaijan has done against Armenians, the massacres, the blockades, the ethnic cleansing, they're still eligible for U.S. military assistance, and that has to end.
Yeah, we have about maybe 30 seconds left or so, but I want to talk about Nigeria, also on the list, and it was delisted a few years ago by the State Department. How important is it to get back on the list again?
Absolutely. Nigeria was taken off the list for reasons that made no sense. They were very political. USCRIF is supposed to not consider, and the State Department is not supposed to consider politics, but they are. Nigeria needs to be on the list. Nigeria needs to be sanctioned, and the impunity of the actions against Christians needs to end.
Yeah, Aram, thank you so much for coming on and talking to us about this. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. God bless.